To dominate a population, instill the belief that their suffering is self-inflicted, and then present yourself as the solution. Sound familiar? Noam Chomsky. Why did I quote this? Because this isn't just political commentary. It's a psychological blueprint. It's a masterclass in manipulation that we see everywhere, from governments and corporations to media narratives and social norms. It's one of the most insidious strategies ever devised, because it doesn't just control your actions, it reprograms your mind. Chomsky didn't write fairy tales. He diagnosed systems, and what he revealed here is not theory, it's happening. This quote speaks to the oldest trick in the authoritarian playbook, gaslighting an entire society. It begins subtly. People are struggling. Wages stagnate. Healthcare vanishes. Housing becomes unreachable. But instead of identifying structural causes, predatory markets, corrupt leadership, systemic inequality, the narrative flips. You're poor because you didn't work hard enough. You're sick because you didn't make the right lifestyle choices. You're unemployed because you didn't learn to code. And then, like a magician offering the cure for a disease he created, the same forces responsible for the suffering step in and say, "Let us help you, follow us, trust us, buy from us, vote for us." This is psychological domination. This is manufactured shame, engineered to keep you compliant, quiet, and grateful for the very leash that holds you down. How it applies today. Look around. The patterns are everywhere. In politics, citizens are blamed for division, while elites fan polarization for power. In economics, people are told their debt, burnout, or failure is personal, not structural. In education, students are burdened with loans and then blamed for bad choices. In media, algorithms reward conformity while blaming the consumer for disinformation. In culture, we're told to fix ourselves, meditate, hustle, self-care, while the systems draining us remain untouched. This culture of self-blame as control is not an accident. It is a feature, not a bug. Because a population that internalizes its suffering will never revolt. It won't question the system. It'll question itself. It won't organize. It'll isolate. And it won't demand justice. It'll chase productivity. What can be done? Advice for now and tomorrow. Reject weaponized guilt. Your struggles aren't proof of your failure. They're symptoms of a broken system. Don't carry burdens that aren't yours. Learn to trace your pain upstream. Name the narrative. Language matters. Pay attention to who's defining the story. When you hear lazy, entitled, or irresponsible, ask, who benefits from that framing? Reclaim collective reality. You are not alone. Find others who see the matrix, who feel the dissonance. Community is the antidote to internalized oppression. Demand accountability, not just advice. Self-improvement has its place, but not as a substitute for justice. Don't settle for tips and tricks when what we need is systemic change. Educate beyond the headlines. Read Chomsky. Read Howard Zinn. Read real history. When you see how power has always rewritten reality, you'll begin to reclaim your own. Support voices that break the spell. Truth-tellers, whistleblowers, independent media. Amplify them. They are the immune system of democracy. Final reflection. This quote isn't just a warning, it's a mirror. It asks you to look at where you've believed the lie, where you've turned suffering into self-judgment, where you've been taught that the problem is you. But here's the truth. Your anxiety is not a personal flaw. Your burnout is not a moral failure. Your confusion is not a weakness. They are the rational responses of a human being navigating a system designed to extract, distract, and dominate. Chomsky said these words to wake us up, not just from political apathy, but from mental captivity. So to anyone who's ever felt broken by a system and blamed themselves for it, hear this. You are not the problem. You are the proof that something is wrong. And by reclaiming your mind, your story, your truth, you begin to dismantle the spell. Speak it, live it, share it. Because once we see the strings, we stop being puppets.